The big difference between Cody and Roman is that when Roman everyone asked for Roman to lose the championship.
All right,
He
see,
lost the
shit. We're talking
championship, and
about
then
shit. We should
everyone.
be recording.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh no, yeah, it's recording. It's recording.
Oh,
But
word. Okay, cool. Start in the middle.
no, but like the thing with Cody Rhodes or with Roman Reigns was that we all wanted him to drop the championship, and then he did, and then everyone missed him as champion. Cody Rhodes, everyone wanted him to drop the championship, and then he did, but no one misses him as the champion as far as I can see it. I
Yeah,
don't. I
not
sure as
yet
hell
though.
don't. Like I don't. I'm like one of the few that are enjoying this John Cena shit because
Oh
like,
yeah, everybody's gonna enjoy this John Cena shit
bro,
because this
nah. A
is what
lot of
they
people
asked
on
for.
like, especially on Twitter, a lot of people hate this fucking John Cena heel turn.
You know what I mean, yeah, that's probably because they're like 12.
The
Like,
12-year-old Twitter fans. But with that being said, welcome everybody back to a different conversation. As you see, V Man's here. Your host is here, Thomas Saxby. So this is going to be episode 3 of the Ropes and the Flowers. Hit the music. I don't even know. I'm going to try to edit this into something great. But yeah, man, we're here. WrestleMania happened. I think we're like almost 3 weeks removed from that. We're about a week away from Backlash, which is cool. It's going to give us a whole bunch to talk about. We're talking about all that, some underrated things as we always do. Top 3 entrances ever. Cody Rhodes. We're going to just talk about a lot of good stuff. But first, I want to hear from you, V-Man. How are you?
no, I'm great. I'm fucking great. Yeah, Oos, we got one. We fucking got one.
Yeah, Jey Uso did win that championship, and
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry about your Los Angeles Lakers. The Knicks just
Oh,
barely fucking
man.
crawled into the fucking second
This season
round.
we're playing with house money. Season
Yeah,
didn't matter.
it was
Once
fun
once
though.
once we brought in Luca, the rest was,
Yeah,
you feel me? We did our job for this season. We completely did our job for this
I
season.
still can't believe that fucking trade, but it's time to spark the blunt. Talk about
Oh
some
yeah.
wrestling. We'll talk about the sports later. Man, WrestleMania was cool. WrestleMania was weird. I don't even want to say cool. It was cool, I think, for a lot of people, for a lot of those
Yeah,
matches, but
it definitely was weird. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. I think it was one of those things where it was like the the highs were pretty high, but not all time high.
yeah, that's my thing is because, like, what I like to do is I like to go back and watch WrestleManias randomly, right? I don't
Yeah,
think this is going to be one that, like, I'll really watch. At least not compared to 40. WrestleMania 40, like, last year's
yeah,
WrestleMania was
yeah,
poetry.
yeah. But this is the thing, though. That one was one of like the better ones.
You think
Like,
it's still, like, it maintains its all-time status?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Because I know, especially when it was happening, I was like, this is art right here, that tag match, and then the Roman versus Cody, I thought,
I was about
like,
to say
that
it's
shit
gonna
was crazy.
remain that off of the back of Roman. Period. Like Roman and Cody, that whole thing, yeah, that's gonna go down for sure. Because that match was wild. Like I was just like, bro, who the hell else is gonna get involved?
Bro, when the Undertaker came
Like,
out, I was like, what
I
the
was like,
fuck am I
all right, they're
watching?
just throwing anybody in this shit now. Because like, what is he doing here,
Yo, I thought that was gonna lead to something or something dumb. But
bro?
yeah, man, Jey Uso wins the World Heavyweight Championship. I'll let you do the talking first because you like Jey Uso. I mean, I'm not saying I hate Jey Uso, but you wanted it. You wanted the win. I
You
didn't.
don't like Oos. You don't like Oos.
I'm not. I wasn't feeling very oosy for this run.
Nah, but I mean, like again, like I was elaborating with before, if they didn't give it to him now, they just was never gonna give it to him. This was one of those moments where it was like
Yeah,
you were clearly gonna miss your time to make this guy champion if you didn't give it to him now. That's the only real reason why I was
yeah.
sold on it. Like, because
And
you
I
can
think
tell when the WWE is giving somebody a real push, and
yeah,
this would have been his second real push.
right.
Like, because I think the first time against Roman was a real push just to see how he
That was
would
fun. I'm not gonna
react in
lie.
the
I
event.
love that. That sold me
Yeah,
on Jey Uso
100%.
in the beginning. Like that. That
Right.
was
That's what I'm
that was
saying.
great. That
So,
was
okay, you give him the shot. You see he has that value. Now you give him the shot again, and if he loses, then what?
whew,
Like,
on his head.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, there's no way you give him the second shot and he doesn't prevail this time. Gunther, even if Gunther loses, he's still Gunther. He'll be back eventually.
Yeah.
He'll be world
And I
heavyweight
think
champion again eventually.
they have booked this Jey Uso thing decently well. I'll give the credit for that. Because well, first off, I'll say I didn't like the ending to the match. Like Jey Uso winning, okay, but like tapping out Gunther to his own move, I thought was pretty insane.
This is the thing. Like, I feel like they had the ingredients, they just didn't cook it right.
I mean,
Cause like
I
I
thought the
could
stuff
have
leading
liked
up
the
was
ending.
okay. Like the
I could
first
have
two
liked the
weeks,
ending, but it
like the
was just
last,
like
my bad.
I just really didn't like seeing Gunther tap.
And but
that
it
wasn't
tapped
for
so
me.
easily, like it wasn't even a struggle. Like it was like as
Yeah,
soon as he was in the move, he was tapping. Like Jey Uso really got that like crazy chokehold.
yeah. I'm about to say, me personally, had rather had seen him pass out. To me, it
Right.
would have been more like
Yeah.
symbolic because that's what he did to Jimmy. You
But yeah, I
feel
mean,
me?
I
You
liked
feel me?
how the feud was booked towards the end. In the beginning, it was a little stale, but towards the end, when they started involving Jimmy, I really did like that. I think the way he won the Royal Rumble was perfect because, as you know, like Seth and Punk and Roman all took each other out, and then it
Yeah.
was kind of him and Cena. Cena's first, time being back in a while. I think looking back, it was good.
Bro, we should have known something was fishy with all of that.
Yeah,
Now going back and looking at who was involved in that whole last sequence, like it was pretty cut and clear
yeah,
what was what.
yeah.
They all
I mean, and I
eliminated
thought it
each
was
other, and
good
they're all
because
tied to each other going forward.
they could have
Like,
easily had John Cena win there, but then I think the heel turn would have been a little more obvious because if Cena and Cody got all that time to like have their feud, it would have been a little boring at first if they were both faces.
yeah,
So I
I
thought it was
mean,
perfect for him to have to go to Elimination Chamber and then the
I
whole
was
thing
about
with
to
The
say,
Rock.
yeah, that was the only way that they could have wrote that.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Like,
And
because
then now
like
they're
you
having
said,
him face Logan
everything.
Paul. So I mean, I like it, like because they're trying to like continue him as like the top face. So why not face the piece of shit Logan
Yeah,
Paul? I think it's good booking though. I mean, I'm not mad at it.
this is the thing though. Like, I feel like Jay and Logan would be a lot better if it wasn't like if they had more time to plan the feud.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like,
It's gonna be interesting to see them in the ring together.
yeah, 100%. I
Imagine
honestly feel
Logan
like it
Paul wins
actually
the
be pretty good.
championship.
Nah, that'll be OD. That'll definitely be OD. I feel like it's gonna happen eventually
Yeah,
because contrary to beliefs, guys are actually pretty good.
yeah. I
I know
mean,
it's gonna make a lot of people mad because you're
no, I
fake.
mean, because I think like everyone acknowledges that he's got like a natural talent for this for not having done
Yeah.
it. I mean, even
Bro,
if
that's what I said. I was like,
it
bro, the
looks like
first
he's
time I ever seen him wrestle, I was like, whoa, this guy's doing shit. I like
as if while he was being a YouTube star, he was just like in the
right, just in
backyard,
his
just like
backyard,
practicing.
wailing.
That's easily what it looks like, man. I mean, he's ridiculous. I mean, I ain't mad at it. I like good TV. I mean, I'm here for a good story. If the story's good, I'm
Yeah.
here for it. I just didn't like when he was like going as the United States champion, defending it like twice in a whole year or whatever it was. I didn't. That was kind of ass. But Kofi and Xavier Woods, they won the World Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, fuck them guys, man. Like, how the fuck are they still the New Day? They've been the New Day since like 2011. Like, be fucking for real.
When are the days done being new?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, get the fuck out of here. When are you the past? When are you the day after?
I'm honestly shocked that we're gonna really get no payoff from the whole Biggie thing. Like that's like they kind of like told him to go fuck himself, and
Bro,
that's
I
it.
don't feel. Nah, I don't think. I think we will get a payoff for that eventually. That's because like you don't just keep mentioning it like
Right.
without a payoff.
It was a really good heel turn. My only thing is like you have to have the payoff now at some point. I mean, like if he's really done, like if he's done, I don't think they should have ever even done that.
Yeah. because that's wild. Od to
Yeah,
just disrespect him when he's really not coming back.
bro,
Like
they were just like,
that's just
"Well, fuck you, you're
that's mad
useless,"
wild.
and then
Like
that's
what?
the end. Like that's the last time Big
Bro
E's
don't
using
ever
his
get to
story.
get back. Like he's just dead. Guy was WWE champion at one point. He's just like,
He's just done with depression,
yeah, you were the dead weight.
and then that's it. That's it. Because if we never see him on TV again, and then that's really like the last time that he's on a storyline
Nah,
or whatever.
he'll
That's
come back.
crazy. That's so
He'll come back
disrespectful.
even if he comes back just to squash them both.
Right? Just have a little squash match. He beats the shit out of
Yeah,
them. Never
yeah,
wrestles again. Fuck it.
yeah.
But Jade Cargill defeated Naomi. This earned the hashtag NippleMania because their nipples were out all match.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
man,
I'll be the first to say I obviously barring nipple slip. Her attire was fire.
bro, Jade is from
Fucking
a different
pain.
dimension, bro.
Yeah.
A different dimension. That like
Yeah.
I would travel the seven seas without a boat. Like just me swimming in the seven seas just to
Literally.
get a chance to sniff her shoe, bro.
Just kicking
She's
the shit out of sharks.
she's fucking magical. Well, I would just tell the sharks my mission, and I think they'd be okay.
They're just
No,
your
they're
bodyguards on the way there.
fine. All for Jade Cargill. But I mean, it was. I thought it was an okay match. I mean, it didn't look terrible. I don't think Jade looked, too terrible. I think there's still like
Yeah,
a couple
nah.
of spots where you'll see where she kind of looks iffy, but overall,
Yeah,
I thought it
nah.
was
I
cool.
feel like Naomi did a great job guiding the match
Yeah, she's a
for
veteran.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's definitely a pro's pro.
they were probably in the
100%.
lab
She
cooking that
sold.
all that up for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, her
She
nipples were
was
out too. It was insane.
Tom's just the nip police. Just looking for all possible nipplage.
But nipple. No, but Jacob Fatu defeats LA Knight. I thought it was a wonderful
Yeah,
match. I think
yeah,
it was everything we expected. We figured Fatu was going to win. It was going to be a cool match. I think Fatu is an amazing United States champion right now. He's bringing a
yeah.
lot of prestige to the
They did a
title. I'm
good
not going to
job with
hold
that
you.
match. They did a great job with that match because LA Knight, like, they got their message across with Jacob Fatu looking strong, but LA Knight still in his own right, still looks strong as well.
Yeah, it was a cool
Like,
grudge match.
yeah.
I was super fine with everything
Like the
that
match
went on
didn't
there.
make me think anything less of LA Knight is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I could still see him. Like, there's still a little case to be made that he could win Money in the Bank when that rolls around
yeah,
in a month and a half,
yeah,
which I wouldn't be mad at it. But
yeah,
overall, Jacob Fatu being United States champion, I'm honestly absolutely here for that.
yeah. That was definitely his next step, 100%.
Yeah, and he's looking good with the belt, man. I really, honestly, I could see it to be where, like, he wins that world championship eventually. Like, I don't think there'd be no issue whatsoever with that. He's that good.
Yeah, I think I think he'll really come around to the main belt circuit, to the higher up circuit when Braun Breaker is fully established.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot wait to talk about that.
Yeah,
But El Grande Americano defeated Ray Phoenix. You know that it was just one of those just filler matches because Rey Mysterio wasn't there. But Ray Phoenix, no doubt he's actually really really talented. I ain't gonna lie. But this was just another match that just didn't feel like how many matches are we in? We're in 5 matches, and I feel like the only match that really truly had that good WrestleMania feel was Fatu versus LA Knight. Um, you could say Uso versus Gunther, but I don't.
mm.
You know what I
See
mean?
that to me, the honestly, a lot of the problem with WrestleMania to me is I would have just flipped some matches around,
Okay.
like 100% Gunther and Jay should have went later in the night. It didn't have to be the main event,
Yeah.
but at least later in the night. So you feel me? Like it would 100% have been a better feel.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yo, imagine being Gunther losing in the beginning of the night and then having to like sit through the rest of the
Eh,
show.
like what, bro? You guys are fucking insane.
And now he's feuding fucking McAfee, Pat McAfee.
Yeah, yeah, Pat McAfee.
I think the rumor to that is like that's gonna lead them into Goldberg versus Gunther for Goldberg's retirement match. And man, I hope Gunther doesn't lose that
Dude's not
match.
retired yet.
No, he's just been
What the
making like all
fuck?
this. He's been making all this noise on social media about how he deserves one more match. Blah 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 blah. He's considering doing it for any company, but obviously
He
WWE will
knows how
pay
to
him the
use
most.
social media.
Yeah,
It's
unfortunately,
crazy. The most advanced 60-year-old ever.
people be cooking him in his Twitter comments.
Bill
But
Goldberg. Like what?
yeah, Chad Gable gets the win. I think it was cool. But Tiffany
It's
Stratton versus
destined for
Charlotte
Rey
Flair.
Mysterio to beat him. Rey Mysterio is gonna have to be the one to beat him.
Yeah.
Nobody else is gonna beat him. I
That or
promise.
he goes undefeated and just takes off the mask at some point and just talks mad shit about luchadors, and then Rey Mysterio beats the brakes off him. Or
Yeah,
Dominic face
that'll
turn.
be so crazy. That'll be so insane.
That would
That'll
be a
be.
good way to get Dominic to go face.
I'll be here for that.
Yeah, that's a cool little bullshit I just came up with.
Yeah,
But how do you truly feel about Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte? I'll let you give your opinion first.
man. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't care about that fucking match. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I was
That's fair.
like, it was like I was surprised, but not surprised. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, I was surprised that Charlotte Flair lost, but I kind of trust WWE to make the right decision these days, mostly.
yeah,
Um, and I don't know, man. I'm just done with Charlotte. The match
Charlotte
never,
should be in the business of putting people over now.
yeah. I mean, she could get
Like,
her. She just needs a story. Like,
like
she's never had a
put a
real
couple people
sustainable
over.
story.
We'll give you a cool run down the line,
Yeah.
and that'll be that.
And then
Like,
there was certain moments where it looked cool because they were actually hitting each other, as you can tell by Tiffany's face afterwards. But the match never gained momentum to me. It was a long match too. It was. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want to shit on women's wrestling. I try my hardest to stay away from doing so, but this was the one match I fell asleep to. I mean, it was a long day for me,
yeah.
but like
Nah,
I
and honestly, I don't even feel like that's an indictment on women wrestling because what the other women's match was a barn burner. Honestly, one of my favorite matches of the whole WrestleMania
yeah,
weekend. So,
yeah, absolutely, I
like,
agree. I absolutely agree. Hell yeah,
yeah,
that was a really good match to see. But do you have anything else on Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte?
nah, it's just unfortunate she got her fucking tooth destroyed, but
Yeah, and then a big ass knot on her head. Charlotte, I don't know. I feel like Charlotte's ass, man.
just the biggest hater.
So then we got honestly, I love the main event: Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. If you guys remember last episode,
Tom's money match.
I made this crazy assumption that we made the crazy assumption that Seth Rollins would win the match because we kind of put the science out there that he's the one that actually needs the most. And then I came up
Yeah,
with that theory of him and Paul Heyman turning on the rest. I honestly, first off, I loved the match before all that shit happened. I thought like Roman Reigns is a performer. He is
oh yeah,
a
for sure.
absolute dog. He has come so far. I
Oh
was
yeah,
watching some older Roman Reigns stuff and it is incredibly corny and terrible. And how
bro, for
far he's
real.
come, like how far
Bro,
he's got to this point.
bro, he came from the land of not speaking. I didn't even know what he sounded like for the first 2 years of his career.
Bro, it was either not speaking or he would just have just this incredibly corny, just terrible, cheesy promo.
Yeah, bro.
And he's come so far, man. CM Punk, I love the entrance. I love the big tribute to him. Celebrate the legends while they're here. But Seth Rollins gets the win. I mean, what can we say?
Yeah, again, like I was explaining in the first or in the last video, when before you had explained to me your theory, I couldn't really feel out like what it was really about.
Yeah,
But I did know that Seth was the one that had something the most to gain, like just off
yeah,
of face value. Like
yeah,
everybody loves CM Punk, regardless. That's just gonna be
yeah,
that. And Roman is again a made man.
yeah,
So not saying that Seth isn't, because Seth 100% is a made man himself too.
yeah.
But as in like he's the one that needs the biggest storyline now. Roman is just coming off a historic run. CM Punk is gonna be a big
It's been
story
CM Punk. Yeah,
regardless. Yeah. So Seth is the one that really needs the real.
yeah. And I think you know, normally a big match like that ending in what could be seen as a shitty way is normally shitty, but like we have to also remember that this match was created for the purpose of Paul Heyman. So for
Yeah.
people to like expect Paul Heyman to not have any, interference or anything in that match whatsoever,
Bro, I
they're
wasn't
crazy.
even really I wasn't even really thinking about it. Like, not in that way anyway.
Right.
Like I always knew there was a chance that he would have to make a choice between CM Punk and
Yeah,
Roman.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
obviously I knew that was there, but
Yeah.
honestly, like I thought it would be in a way that it would cost them both inadvertently.
Right.
Like
That
he
was
takes
whew.
too long to make a decision, and you feel me, and Seth Rollins just capitalizes
Honestly,
on it.
that could have, yeah, that would have been another ending that they could have gone with. But
Yeah, that's where I
honestly,
was going. But then once you told me about the whole Heyman switching sides thing, and I'm just looking. I'm like, okay, you got one Paul Heyman guy, you got another Paul Heyman guy. This guy has no ties to Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman kind of needed something fresh. I don't think being with
Right
CM Punk would
now,
have been fresh.
no, 100%. Right
Yeah,
now, you got Roman and you got CM Punk fighting over Paul Heyman's allegiance.
yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like if I would have really just like actually looked at the wall, the writing was on the wall. Like then you got the whole "you owe me a favor now" thing, and you know,
There's a lot of favors going on.
yeah, 100%. Paul Heyman's very easy to get a favor out of.
But
You
yeah,
could
man,
just
there
spook
was a
him.
lot of cool spots in this match. This is definitely a match I would go back and rewatch.
Yeah,
It was just three dudes that have mastered their profession, just doing what they do best. Or well, four because Paul Heyman, the acting that he always puts on during matches is insane. And honestly, how are you feeling now about Braun Breaker? Because I remember you were texting me, you were kind of iffy on the whole thing. How do you feel
bro.
about that now?
It's like for what? I still don't see for what. Because
Oh, I love it.
anything that he can do for them, he can do for himself.
Yeah, but like I love it because like me okay, so maybe I understand where you're coming from storyline wise. But like at the same time, I like they're starting to protect some of their stars by like really having this slower build up. Cause I mean, I know he was always like a big fucking deal, but like having him squash people and then winning the Intercontinental Championship, losing it, getting it back. He needed to be integrated into the main event scene. And like you said, he could have just came and attacked anybody and that would have been that would have been fucking that. But what I like is for multiple reasons, Paul Heyman gets to work with someone new. This can kind of protect Seth Rollins because we know Seth Rollins is injury prone and he's getting older. So this
Yeah,
might add some longevity to his career if Braun Breaker is fighting his battles. But then on the
yeah.
Braun Breaker end, he's now about to be banging with the dogs. Pause. He now he's about to be like really in there with like Roman Reigns. He's gonna have Seth Rollins by his side every match. He's probably gonna have a
You
match
know what
against
it
CM Punk.
was? You know what it is to me? It's just like to me, Braun Breaker gives off that aura of just like I could just do whatever the fuck I want.
Brock Lesnar.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
like I could come in and just say yeah, I want to fight you, and nobody's gonna question it, and it's gonna be like hell yeah, we
Right.
want to see Braun Breaker
Absolutely.
fight these guys. Like why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Like so that was my whole thing. Like you
And
don't
it
really
makes
need
sense.
him to introduce him because he could just do it himself, like
Yeah.
whenever he felt like it. Like
I was still shook when he came out of fucking nowhere and obliterated Roman Reigns.
yeah, yeah, 100% though, because I was like, bro.
I don't know. I mean, I like it because it's just like now we get another person involved in this storyline, and all the possibilities. Like if we get Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns, that's gonna be fucking insane. I mean,
Yeah,
even
I was
Braun
about to
Breaker
say,
versus
to
CM
me,
Punk.
it's just one of those things that's just gonna have to grow on me.
Yeah,
Like I'm sure once like it gets further along down the line, and I start to see the different angles and storylines they got for the
yeah.
group, I'll come around to it eventually.
What I could see happening too is that they have like him and Seth Rollins develop this deep like trust and friendship, and then all of a sudden something happens where they're now facing each other at WrestleMania. I would be
Hmm.
fucking here for that. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker's gonna spear the shit out of him
Yeah. And then
eventually.
it's gonna be a fucking moment. Everyone's gonna
Yeah,
fucking go nuts.
yeah. Because it's
I'm
gonna
here
be
for
one of those things where it's like they'll probably have him on like this like leash, so to
it.
speak,
Yeah,
and it's like he'll be ready for a position that they're actively holding him back from.
yeah,
And there'll be some hero that tries to point it out to him and gets him confused, and
right,
you know,
right.
oh yeah, you should be a main eventer, but because you're with them, you can't.
You're being held back.
Like, and he'll just sit there with the dumbass
That'll be
juice head look
Cody.
on his face.
It'll just be Cody Rhodes.
Like, yeah.
No, but man, I honestly I also love WWE's unpredictability in certain regards. Like, for example, Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble. I could go all the way back to Bronson Reed randomly being inserted, against Seth Rollins last year. Like he came out of nowhere
Yeah.
and destroyed Seth, being involved in the big bloodline fight. Or was it the bloodline fight or was it the Judgment Day fight? It was the bloodline fight. Yeah, it was the bloodline fight. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just here for Bronson Reed. I think he's a talent, man. He's a fucking talent, man. It's oddly refreshing. I mean, even though we've seen this before, we've seen the big guy that can move really fast and athletically. He's fucking insanely like gifted. But like, I'm here for it, man. It just feels right to me. I don't know. And then having Paul Heyman there now, it's just
Yeah.
I'm here for it, man. I'm here. I can see this leading up to Brock Lesnar's return.
And you know what's crazy? I actually was gonna ask you that. How long are we given before Brock Lesnar comes back? Because he's the only Paul Heyman guy left.
I think what WWE is doing is they're just letting that whole sexual assault Vince McMahon shit
Yeah,
just go away just a little bit more, like to
yeah.
a point where not everyone's talking about, not even half the people are talking about it. And I think as time goes on, just a little bit more. I
Bro,
think he'll be
you'll
back.
get the
One
hint
more
that
run.
he'll
We
be
have to
back.
get one more
The
run.
first hint that he'll be back is when there's some shit on social media about him doing some good shit.
Yeah,
Once you
yeah.
hear about him with like a charity or some shit,
Go into a
you feel
children's
yeah,
hospital and just
yeah.
fucking made a
Okay,
whole bunch
Brock Lesnar's coming back, 100%.
of That's great. But yeah, man. I
Guys is
mean,
looking at him like Brett Favre now.
that's fucking nuts. But I mean, I can see it though. And then he comes because I think his comeback will either come against this dickhead John Cena, or
Nah, I
against
think
Seth
he'll come
Rollins.
back. Yeah, he'll come back and fuck up Seth Rollins.
Yeah, one of and then like he has the history with Seth Rollins. He obviously
Yeah,
has the history with Paul Heyman.
yeah,
And then come on, like it's a dream. Like I want
bro.
to say a
Because
dream
I'm
match,
telling
but
you,
Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar. I mean, that's crazy. That's a
there's
lot of
gonna come a
power.
time. I'm telling you, this is gonna be my future sight. There's gonna come a time where Seth Rollins feels that he's unbeatable. Paul Heyman's going to go on the record and say that this is the best allegiance that I've ever been a part of, and insert Brock Lesnar.
Be like, what?
Right, I'm telling you, his music's going to go off, and everybody's going to stare at the ramp, and you're like, "Oh shit, fuck, I
Yeah.
forgot about him."
Oh fuck, fuck,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah, and
Brock,
he's just gonna come. Yeah,
Brock, go, Brock.
and he's
Brock's
just
just
gonna
beating
come
the
down
living.
and fuck everybody
Brock
up.
is just beating the living shit out of Seth. He's like Brock.
Yeah,
Oh man, but the next day, yeah. I
him
mean,
and
you
Braun
already
would be
said it,
crazy though.
huh?
Brock and Braun would be crazy though.
Yeah,
That'll be madness. Oh,
that'll be
that'll be
something.
fucking carnage.
That'll be something I'm gonna.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that'd be some good stuff. But Io Sky defeated Bianca and Rhea Ripley. I mean, what can like you already said it earlier. I love the match. It was
Big brain.
oh big brain. Yeah. You called it. I was like, I thought like my fucking mic was muted or something. I was like, wait, what?
It's just technical difficulties.
No, yeah, man, you definitely called that. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, she's the one that needed it the most. I think a Bianca versus Rhea feud at some point. I think they were kind of toying with it to see like what it would actually look like, while
Yeah,
also maintaining Sky as like finally like honestly, I respect the shit out of her now as like a main
yeah.
event female just because of that win. I mean,
Bro,
because
she's
before
mad over
she
with the
needed it.
fans right now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
and
fans
that's
love
that's
her.
hard to do when you're facing Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. So
Yeah. Well,
she
I
she got
mean,
her stripes there.
Bianca Belair was catching mad heat.
Yeah.
She's catching mad heat. And to me,
That's
it
how you
was
can tell
unexpected.
her character's getting really fucking good. Like it's
Yeah,
entering another fucking stratosphere. Like if you're like someone that everyone genuinely loves, but they're booing you, insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can see her turning heel soon.
Oh, it's they're planting the seeds. I feel like she's gonna do some real scumbag shit to somebody.
Oh yeah, and I feel like she's gonna be a fucking amazing heel.
Yeah. I feel like what they might do is like Jade Cargill is about to win the championship for Mio Sky or something, and then Bianca Belair comes in and ruins it for Jade. Something. I'm here for it though. I mean, like this triple threat match was so good. Like it really, honestly, made all three of them shine. All three of them had some really epic, good ass moves. Like I was honestly very, very, very happy
The
with that triple threat.
mad high paced,
Yeah,
a
high
lot of
pace. The crowd was in
interaction.
it the whole time.
Yeah, that was honestly
Um,
just like
well,
that
honestly, you
was
can't even say that
to
the crowd was in
me.
it the whole time because in the beginning the crowd was dead to open the show, and they got them gradually into the.
Yeah, hundred
They
percent.
laid the groundwork for the show.
Like to me, that was like the peak of women's wrestling.
Women's wrestling opening match.
Like if there
That
was somebody, if somebody said to you, "Yo, I want to get into women's wrestling," this is
yeah.
the match that you would show them. Either this or
That or I would
Bianca
show them
Belair or
Gail Kim
Sasha Banks.
TNA. Gail Kim TNA was
Oh
a
yeah,
whole
yeah,
different.
yeah, 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 yeah,
That was a wild. That was a wild time.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
That shit had me
yeah.
like,
It was bugging.
wow, like okay,
But
no,
yeah,
but
it was
yeah,
either
Drew Mac.
this or the Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks match.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give Sasha Banks that credit. Yeah, because I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Sasha Banks, but like that
Yeah,
match was pretty good.
yeah.
So we got Drew McIntyre defeating Damian Priest. I mean, basically like 13 minutes of just, very good match. I mean, I felt like it could have been more. I felt like it could have been longer, more moves, more chaos, but like I think it was right. Drew McIntyre definitely deserved a WrestleMania win. I'm not saying that Damian Priest didn't deserve it, but Drew McIntyre was due, and I just hope this like
I'm
keeps him
tired
going
of Drew
high.
McIntyre's attitude, man. Like, why is this
He's
guy so
edgy, brother.
fucking gloomy, bro? Like, god damn, this thing is always fighting in the rain, bro. Like, every time I see him, it's just a Spartan battlefield. Like, damn, bro, lighten up. Like, fuck.
Come on, he was taking selfies and posting on Twitter mid match. I mean, he was pretty lightened up.
Yeah, would you come out screaming at people with shields and swords and all types? Like, damn, bro, calm down. It's like,
Nah, that's actually mad funny. I'm just happy Damian Priest didn't win. Fuck it.
damn,
Bro, I'm
shit
just I
on
can't,
Damian
bro.
Priest for no reason.
Listen, he's talented. I'm sure he's a good dude. I just have never been able to get behind Damian Priest, bro. I
Nah,
don't
I
know what it is.
understand because me neither. But I was just like,
I just can't do it, bro. It's just there's nothing that allows me to root for Damian Priest, bro. There's nothing in me. Oh shit! But Dominic Mysterio won the Intercontinental Championship.
yeah, dirty dog.
Whoo! What a fucking like that was a crazy match too because there was like several points several times during the match. I thought this dude won, that dude won, but like when fucking Dominic Mysterio won that match, I mean everybody knows I'm this huge Rey Mysterio fan. That guy was my fucking guy growing up, and then to just randomly grow up and me being a 26 year old fucking man. Now I'm watching his son win a fucking major championship in wrestling.
Yeah,
When him winning the
it's
World Heavyweight
crazy.
Championship was one of my favorite moments of all time.
It's
And
insane.
he's another person, bro. Dom is another person. It's incredible to see how far he's come because he like when he first started, he was incredibly just bad at this shit, and they just gradually developed him. And I mean, he's a heel out. Like the thing with Dom that I love so much is he sells this outside of WWE too. On the podcast and interviews he's on, he's still shitting on Ray. He's still like being the bad guy. Like he
He's
went on
just bucking
Logan
his
Paul's
truth,
podcast
and
and like
everybody
shit on
thinks he's
Logan
joking.
Paul. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, huge win for him. The crowd, that was like the biggest crowd reaction we got almost all night.
yeah. For me, that was another one that was kind of just like written on the wall. Like
Yeah,
he was way too popular to not be a champion of some sort.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
as a heel, the amount of heat that he was getting, like it just warranted something bigger than what he was doing.
Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a good payoff for all that. I just him being a world champion one day would feed fucking families. That shit
Like,
was
and it was just like again to me, Braun Breaker was bigger than the IC title. Um, Penta to me, he's too new, and
yeah.
Finn Balor's a known loser. So
I would honestly love it if Dominic Mysterio won the Money in the Bank. I think if they're doing this thing where they're capitalizing on who the fans are cheering for most, I think the most insane thing you could do is just have it be the
that would
Dominic
have been
Mysterio.
that would have been craziness if he
Yeah,
didn't win the IC title. Like that would
yeah.
be to me the next step, but that would be a crazy ass step to take. That would be
Bro,
insane. I'm not even gonna lie.
he sleazes the
Could
Money
you
in the Bank
imagine?
and then like he sleazes the fucking world title and
This is
I
the
mean
thing though.
a
It's like
1 month run, like a bullshit ass run, but like a lie, cheat, steal ass win.
there's no champion that you would want him to sleaze right now.
I, I think it'd be hilarious if he sleazed Jey Uso.
Like, yeah, but like
Bro, imagine Jey Uso has like a fucking war with fucking somebody, and then all of a sudden, like after that war, Jey Uso's fucking fried. Everyone's happy that he won. Everyone's doing the fucking yeet shit, and then all of a sudden, Tom runs out, smacks him in the back of the head with the Money in the Bank, beats the shit out of him, and wins the match.
nah. Honestly, I could see Jay losing to something like that, but I think it would just be a straight up match that he loses.
That would be, yo, him winning the Money in the Bank, cashing and losing would also be a part of his fucking character, bro. That shit would be insane.
Yeah, because see now this to me is another problem about Jay being the champion. It's because now I don't know how you get it off him without harming him.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna continue wanting to rate Jey Uso as this like big time main eventer, I think the way that he has to go out would be he has to get his shit cooked. Like, he's gonna have to get destroyed, take time off of TV type shit, have a good return.
Yeah, I was just about to say like,
I mean,
because
he's due for some time off anyway, because he's been fucking there every single week for a very long time at this point.
yeah, I don't see like if when he loses it, I don't really see an angle where he would get it back.
Yeah, no,
That's what I'm
no.
saying. So if this is gonna be his one and only run, like
Don't end it with Dominic Mysterio cashing in.
yeah, yeah, you can't do him like that. You feel me? Let him go out to
That'll be some
something
shit.
like
But quickly going through some other matches, Randy Orton versus Joe Hendry, I thought was amazing. I think it was a great introduction to who Joe Hendry is. I love
yeah,
the zoom in Randy Orton RKO. Randy Orton chose him personally. That's what all the backstage rumors have it, and I think like it's all up from here for Joe Hendry. Once he's done being TNA World Champion, I think it's about to be fucking time, and I think he's gold, man.
yeah. Randy Orton's a fucking guy. Guy's a
Yeah,
Chad.
yeah. Randy Orton's like this is like his third prime, his third or fourth prime. I'm
Yeah,
feeling.
bro. Dude's fucking insane.
He's feeling himself right now. He's vibing. He's loving what he's doing again. I think
Yeah,
he's locked in for this final round. I don't even know when it ends, bro. He's in incredibly good shape.
bro. He's just on some LeBron shit.
That's
Like literally.
Nah,
I'll
for real.
just stay in shape and I'll be out here.
If he gives us
Like,
another solid like 2-3 years, which I can imagine him giving us more than that, I think he's golden. He can still sell a story. He can still wrestle. He's somehow getting better on the mic as we keep fucking moving along
man,
here. Like
yeah.
seeing him like as a face, just seeing him scream into the mic saying all this good hero shit is
It's
blowing my
OD.
fucking
It's
mind.
crazy. If you would have showed me this shit in 2006, I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, any year from 2006 to like 2014, I would have just been like, okay, what? But he's
There's
standing
no
the
way
test of
that's the
time.
same guy.
He's been in so many important, outstanding like feuds, rivalry, storylines. I'm fucking here for it, man.
Yeah.
Um, but we got Logan Paul defeating AJ Styles. I mean,
Oh man, fuck Logan Paul.
yeah. I
Fuck
mean,
Logan Paul.
I hope there's something written for AJ Styles to go out like the fucking legend that he is. He's one of our goats, man. I mean,
Yeah.
if people want to believe it or not, he's one of our like pure wrestling goats. Maybe he's not up there with Stone Cold or The Rock and shit, but he deserves to be talked about when we do talk about the greatest wrestlers of all time. So I hope this isn't like it in regards to him having like a
Nah,
big send off.
he's gonna he'll have a feud with Cena soon.
I'd be here for it.
And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually line
Oh,
him up to be the one to take it from him.
they could cook with that because like the way Cross has been involved in AJ Styles storyline saying, yo, like you gotta save wrestling, like because the way that's how they built it up with him and Logan Paul, that Logan Paul was
Yeah,
coming in taking all the shine
yeah,
from the actual wrestlers. Like he could do that same shit but with John Cena, like the trying to save wrestling thing. That they could cook
yeah,
with that, man. They could
yeah.
absolutely cook with that.
On top of the
We're
fact
fucking
that
cooking right now.
yeah, on top of the fact that you have the whole thing going for you that John Cena actually hasn't beaten AJ Styles.
Yeah.
So AJ could easily play the card of, yeah, you haven't beaten me, so I'll be taking that off you. Like,
And then just takes it up.
yeah, bro. Like,
I would no for like that feud, if they did it that way, would feed families, bro. Like finally acknowledging AJ Styles as one of the best wrestlers of all time, and then getting to
yeah,
like try to pull John Cena out of this dumb shit, but also
yeah.
try to save wrestling by beating him. I could, I'd be here for that shit.
TNA AJ Styles is like the Chad of all time.
Yeah,
Dude was
yeah.
wild on TNA, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he was wilding.
I'm gonna
So was
skip
Perk
Lyra and
Angle.
Becky Lynch that match just because they won the titles and then they
Yeah,
lost the titles a day later and Becky Lynch turned heel. I don't know why you couldn't
that shit was
just
some
do
whole
something like
bullshit.
that. Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't do something like that at the
You
event
literally
itself.
could, right? You could have did that on Monday Night Raw, man. Like,
Yeah, like we could have gotten something better here. I mean,
that
overall, I
literally
mean
could
it
have
was
been two
cool.
episodes of Monday Night Raw. They win it one week, lose it the next week, and nobody bats an eye.
Not for real.
Like, you still get
But
the same exact result.
the main thing we're here to talk about is John Cena defeating Cody Rhodes, Travis Scott, WWE Championship. What is your what's your whole take on it?
The last real champ, baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
Big match Johnny strikes again.
Man, it was fucking. I think it was Travis Scott wasn't gold. I don't know what,
Yeah, that was
what
some
they
bullshit.
were. Travis Scott having any influence on any matches, let alone is
And
wild.
John
But
just sitting there laughing like he's really about to get some help
bro,
from this
so
dude. Like,
that's what I want to talk about, bro. The whole like this whole thing is like John Cena's really cooking, man. And I think he's gonna keep cooking. Here's why I think he's cooking. He says it in his promos, like, fuck the fans, you guys had me in this like box for like 25 years. Um, and then he says he's gonna ruin wrestling. Bro, he changed his entrance to be very bland. He's like wrestling bland. He's like winning in like very like sleazy, like that was just a
yeah,
boring, sleazy, comical kind of end. And it just reminds me of like, and this is what I actually think he's doing is he's just fueling it off of what we were saying back when he was winning everything, that he was like Superman, bland, like just fucking like go away already. And I think
yeah,
he's channeling into that, but as a heel this time. And I think it's fucking art. Like he's like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna ruin wrestling. Like there was none of this shit without me type shit. Like fuck the fans. And now he's just being purposely bland and just being a
Yeah.
fucking cheesehead.
Yeah. I love this shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm
I
I'm
love
fucking
this shit,
enjoying
man.
it, bro.
And everybody loves this shit, which is why he's
Yeah.
getting cheered and not booed as a heel.
That's
Like,
why, like, after he just simply hit Cody with the championship and fucking won, after the corny little tug of war they had with the championship, it was comical, and I think
yeah.
WWE succeeded because like they want you to hate that moment. It was the same thing as Roman Reigns when he was winning in his bullshit ways. Like they really want you to hate that moment.
Nah,
That's
Roman
the
was really out there sleazing. He was
purpose.
really out there sleazing, bro. He was
Roman won
sleazing
like
bad.
8 straight matches with fucking interference on it.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, it's every fucking trip with this guy.
Like, bro, just to beat Brock Lesnar, they were all jumping him, had mad rubble on
Like,
top of him. The
bro,
fucking
how many dudes in black hoodies do you got? Like, be fucking for real, bro.
family, bro.
Like, goddamn, bro.
Dude could just keep going down the family tree. That's what it
Like,
fucking felt like,
jeez,
bro.
bro. Every
Oh
other
man.
night it's somebody new.
But yeah, John Cena, and then we get John Cena versus Randy Orton. It's weird because we're used to like when we think of John Cena versus Randy Orton, we think of Randy Orton piece of shit, John Cena undefeated, hero, for the kids,
Yeah,
for the soccer moms. And it's flipped around and this is weird, but I'm glad they're
bro,
giving
it's
it to us though.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like,
Nostalgia in a
this
weird
is
fucking way.
they're giving us the piece, so we'll never have to go back and say, "I wonder what this would have looked like."
Yeah. And that's why I'm loving this run with John Cena, man. He's given us this heel run. I think it's exactly what it would have been back in the day. But he's just making fun of everything we said, bro. I'm telling you. We all said like, oh man, he's just gonna win every match. He won it in some corny ways. Like he
It's
was burying
crazy.
people.
It's crazy how both of those guys played their roles so well that they got to flip roles and are bigger stars because of the flip
Yeah.
roles.
Like this
Like,
isn't these two runs that both of them are on are a little insane. Like I don't like these two dudes are legends, and I'm
they
glad that
already
they're
took their roles to
yeah,
legendary heights.
right.
Because Randy Orton's an all-time heel and
But this is
John is an all-time hero.
But when you like think about it though, it's like Hulk Hogan didn't get the ending that he wanted to at the end of his career. Stone Cold didn't get that good ending. The Rock, I mean, he's still, final boss, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But like
He's
when you
just
think
never
about
gonna
all
hit
those
him.
goats, even I
He'll
mean, you
always
could even
come
say
through
the
in a
Undertaker.
church suit.
Yeah, like you can even say the Undertaker, bro. Like none of them, like you asked them, they all did not get the endings that they really wanted to. I mean, Stone Cold came back and beat
I ain't gonna lie.
Kevin Owens, but
I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, real quick, bro, because I literally just watched this match, bro. I fully disagree with Brock Lesnar beating The Undertaker, bro. I fully fucking disagree with that shit. Every time I watch that shit, it pisses me off, bro. Like, hell no. That shouldn't have happened, bro. It shouldn't have fucking happened. It shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have
I
happened. I
mean,
cannot stress that enough.
the only reason I'm glad that it happened is because then we would have had the corny version of Roman Reigns being one to end the streak, and that would have just been too much for me,
No,
bro.
because that shouldn't have happened neither. This is my point. The Undertaker should have zero losses at WrestleMania, and everybody breathing knows that.
Yeah. It. I just think WWE, what they did is they shot themselves in the foot when they did the Brock Lesnar Undertaker rivalry because I guess the payoff was always going to be Undertaker wins. But then it's like, you really think about it, the condition that Taker was in, how dominant Brock Lesnar is, they shot themselves in the foot, bro. Like you
Bro,
couldn't,
but they had all the endings though.
yeah.
There was mad points in that match where I said to myself, I would have been okay with Undertaker winning right there.
And I mean, I don't think I would have been like not okay because like it's the Undertaker. You feel me? It's just for like from a logical standpoint, it
Because I'm
was
like,
really
bro,
hard.
to end the match, Brock Lesnar reverses a tombstone into an F5. Just have the tombstone go through. Just literally have it go through and the match is over. He just came off a tombstone and them and pinning him,
Bro,
and he kicked
reversing
out at 2.5.
the reversing the tombstone into the F5 was absolute ape shit. Bro, Undertaker's old ass was going through it on that.
Bro, That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Bro, he also, if you remember, he had a concussion at the end of that match. So
yeah.
imagine you try to give someone a tombstone, and now all of a sudden they get out, flip you up in the air, and then flip you around. Bro, he was probably like, "Fuck this."
Oh my god. Oh man. That's why it took him 10 minutes to get up.
Bro, it took him forever to get out of the ring. Bro, and people are thinking he's like sad because he lost the streak or whatever. Bro, no, he
Dude
was
was just
just
dead
like
ass hurt.
he had no idea where he fucking was and had no
Oh my
idea what to
god.
do and just started slowly figuring it out.
Oh my god. But
Like
yeah,
a lot of people
man.
say he was like soaking in the moment or whatever. I don't know, brother. You fight Brock Lesnar and then you get a concussion, you lose your streak all at once. I don't think
Yeah,
he's really
man.
soaking in no moments. He's just standing there like, fuck, how do I go fucking die, bro?
Yeah, man. But yeah, I really hated that. I'm not gonna lie. That shouldn't have
Yeah.
happened.
So do you did you make a little list of underrated matches? Underrated dudes?
Underrated dudes. I did make a list, but
Because again, like
I
last
can
week it
go
was
off of
really
your
random.
list though.
All right, bet. So for underrated matches, you guys know I like to just come out and give you guys. At one point, I wanted to rate the most underrated matches of all time, but I realized that was impossible because there's just so many fucking. It's wrestling. Like there's just a really long list of
Yeah.
mad different shit. But for today, I got SummerSlam 2003, Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero versus Tajiri versus Rhino for the United States
Oh my
Championship.
god.
It was
I could tell that was carnage.
yeah, Eddie won the
Like,
match, but there was just so much good sequences. It was just really good wrestling, obviously with Chris Benoit and Eddie in there. But Tajiri,
uh,
he really stole the fucking show, and then
yeah,
like he really convinced me in that match that
I
like
remember,
fucking
dude.
like damn, okay, he can hang with the big dogs. He can absolutely hang. He didn't win the match. I don't think he ever won a mid card title,
I'm
but
crying.
that was cool to see. Cesaro versus Sami Zayn, 2014 NXT Arrival. It was a really good hardcore match that like really helped both of them shine. That match was that's back when I was watching NXT. That was a really good time. They really gave it their all in that match. That was a fucking fire match. Definitely go back and watch that shit. I know you remember this match, Mr. Kennedy versus The Undertaker, 2006 Armageddon, the fucking
Oh
last
my god, bro. That match was fucking insane.
I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I really did think maybe Mr. Kennedy could fucking win the match, but Undertaker sleazes. He got the win at the end. But man, that was peak Mr. Kennedy, and like during
Did he
that time,
really
that was
call it a
also peak
sleaze?
Undertaker. Huh?
Did he really call it a sleaze? It's the Undertaker.
Yeah. That whole pay per view was crazy because you had Joey Mercury destroying his face. You had
Yeah, man. Yeah,
MVP
that
getting
right
thrown in the
there.
fire.
Joey Mercury destroying his face, bro. That was a moment that would live rent free in my head forever. I swear to God.
Bro, that made me like love Joey Mercury. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
That was a fucking bump. No, but and then also it was fucking Cena and Batista having that random tag match with fucking King Booker and Finley. Um, that paper we might have to review that one. That was a fucking it was goofy, but MVP in the
Yeah.
fire like that shit was funny.
Yeah.
Fucking, I remember MVP sold that fucking that burn for so long.
Nah,
He was
OD.
he was making promos about it for a while, but I got Carlito versus Ric Flair, Unforgiven 2006. Y'all know I love 2006, but this match, like Carlito
Yeah.
showed a different demon in him in that wrestling ring. That match, him and Ric Flair, they really put on a show. And then I had another Sami Zayn match, but Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, 2025 Royal Rumble. I know that was very, very recent, but I got to give it some more love because it got outshined by the John Cena heel turn. I'm not hearing a lot of people talk about it. It was legitimately so far my match of the year. It was a real crazy like nail biter, slobber knocker of a fucking match that not a lot of people appreciate.
Yeah, dudes was brawling.
Yeah,
They
the
was brawling.
fucking the barbed wire spots, like it was just a very smooth, hardcore ass match. Tables,
Yeah.
like it was fire. That chair
I
with the fucking
forgot
barbed
what.
wire was crazy.
Yeah, I forgot what pay per view it was, but that's how I felt about Roman and Kevin Owens when they fought.
Bro,
Dudes was
Kevin
just
Owens can
doing
put on
whatever
a
to each
fucking
other.
Kevin
Go
Owens
ahead.
could put on a war, man. He's really good at selling a war type fucking match. That's why he's legitimately one of my favorite
If I'm not
fucking
mistaken,
wrestlers.
somebody got hit with a vehicle, all types of shit. I'm just like, yo, what the hell is going on in this match, bro? Like they're just bugging. Like they're wilding
Nah, it was
right now.
crazy, man. I fucking love Kevin Owens because he
Dude's
could just
going
sell the
through
war. Like
two
him versus Stone
tables.
Cold, bro. That alone was also a fucking good match. Like it
Yeah,
was, yeah. Kevin Owens has had
that's
one
a
hell of a
real
career.
that's a real fantasy match. That's a like if you could get Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold in his prime, like prime Cold,
And
yeah, you're
that's the
going
thing
for a
about Stone Cold.
ride.
That solidified his like GOAT case for me, just coming back after all these years and putting on a fucking banger. Like I don't think anybody was upset with that match. That shit was great.
Yeah, that's
But yeah, so
nice.
for underrated wrestlers, I got Tajiri. You know, we just talked about him.
Yeah.
That dude was a demon, bro. I mean, the Green Mist was crazy. I never liked it as a kid. I was like, just what the hell? Like, why would you do that? Like,
Oh my god.
but as I gotten older and you watch back his matches, he's fucking insane in the ring. I don't know how you feel about this one, but I got Jamie Noble, bro.
The pit bull.
Like he was always in some loser ass storyline, but he
Yeah,
sold
bro.
being the loser so fucking well, all the way
Beefing
up to
over a
being a
girl.
fucking security guard. Like you remember that one fucking it was a promo where he was trying to like get this girl to like him, and he like pulled the fucking the tablecloth off the table and
Yeah.
trying to keep the shit on top of the table, and the shit went flying. Nah, that shit
Oh
was mad
man.
funny. I got Carlito. I mentioned him as well. Very underrated dude.
Really?
Huh?
Carlito?
Yeah, not a lot of
You
people
think he's
like
underrated?
yes, absolutely, bro. I think he's been a great wrestler over the years. I just think his long WWE absence kind of like killed people's love for Carlito, but yeah, I mean, and he was also in a time where there was a lot of like that mid card was insane. Um, I got Great Khali.
Or what?
Yo, man, Great Khali. The only reason I say it is because when I was a kid, I had this crazy fucked up nightmare where Great Khali and Kane were just
Oh my
fucking
god.
chasing me down, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Yo, man, bro, the fucking squeezing of the head was absolutely fucking
Bro, he
insane.
traumatized me when he squeezed fucking Ray's head, bro. I
Rey
swear to God, I
Mysterio
thought Rey
like a fucking
Mysterio was dead.
watermelon. I
I
thought they
was like,
had like
oh
a
my
watermelon
fucking
in his
god,
mouth.
he's dead! He's dead!
Bro, I was sitting in front of the TV like, no, no, Ray, no. Like, I couldn't believe that
What
shit.
the fuck did he just do to him?
And I remember when Batista had to come kick his ass, and I was just like, yeah.
Get him! Get him!
But no, man, I thought he was a good giant. You know, the run it got stale, and then they moved him into a fucking dancing buffoon. Which fuck it, he was fucking making out with
Yeah.
women and all this crazy shit. But I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Great Khali. And then the last one I have is Paul Burchill for no reason other than I fucking loved him as a pirate, man. He was a fucking jobber. He
Yeah.
stank, but like
What the
him. I,
fuck?
I fucked with him as a pirate, bro.
Oh, I
All
fucking
the years
died.
back in SVR, just picking Paul Burchill for no reason and just going on a fucking rampage. Paul Burchill, brother.
If I had to figure, to me, an underrated wrestler would be Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah. I so wish they would have given him a fucking world title run. Just one, even for a
Yeah.
fucking month. He deserved it,
Yeah.
bro.
If Shelton Benjamin was in WWE today, he would be a much bigger star than he was.
Yeah, I think like because he tried to grab at that stardom a few times and he was doing a fucking job. Like if you remember the one time when he was Intercontinental Champion, coming out with the
Yeah.
Hawaiian shirt, the sunglasses, like
Yeah.
he was feeling himself. And then
Yeah,
as
that
the
was Shelton
fucking
Benjamin.
yeah, the gold standard when he was power bombing people into the turnbuckles on ECW, like
Yeah.
I thought it was coming, man, but he just I don't know, he just shied away every single time. I mean, he's over in AEW kicking ass again. I mean, he's the tag team champion with I think Bobby Lashley, but I mean, like he's talented, man. He's a dog. I agree
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah. dude
Yeah,
was
absolutely
wild.
fucking agree.
Because like it's like in every like big match that I've ever watched of his, like his spots were always some of my favorites. Like him in a ladders match was just always
Bro, he was in
a
like
great
every Money in the
combination.
Bank. He was
Yeah,
in like
bro.
every Money in the Bank jumping off of a ladder on the
Yeah,
net.
bro. Like I've thoroughly enjoyed all his spots in those matches. Like he always made those
And
matches mad entertaining.
every time he faced dudes like Shawn Michaels, John Cena, he always put on a good fucking match with them. Like that match with Shawn
Yeah,
Michaels is a really good match, especially that ending with the super kick. That's one of the most notorious endings ever.
yeah.
But what are your top 3 entrance themes ever?
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. This is a super, super, super hard question.
That's why I narrowed it to 3. I feel like it would have been a little easier with 5,
For
but
me personally,
3.
this is a super, super, super hard question. And honestly, there's two answers to the question based on what you're asking.
Nah, there's one. There's one answer to
Like
the question.
it's like, are you looking for like the entrance that gets the pop or my personal favorite? Because those are two completely different questions.
A combination of both, I think, because like the way I did it is I would argue for these songs as the top 3 of all time, but I also genuinely love them as well.
Mm.
Damn, now I'm just remembering I left off Batista, I Walk Alone, and I still sing
Yeah,
that randomly.
bro. Yeah,
I still
yeah.
sing that randomly in my head.
That to me would be top five, 100%. What like?
Well, I'm debating that and my third. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So like number 1, I had Edge's theme song.
That's my number one as well.
Bro, and I think like me and you have a very specific moment
Yeah,
for that theme song,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Because it
yeah,
was your fucking mother's
yeah.
wedding, and
Oh man,
for some reason,
oh
I chose
man.
to get the most blasted I have ever fucking got in my whole entire life, even up to this point.
Yeah, dude
And
was gone.
we were in the car, and I don't know. I think you were like I was just drunk, so I think you were just trying to like fucking just make the moment a cool moment where I just don't become a fucking like a fucking wreck of a truck.
Yeah, yeah,
And then you started playing WWE songs, and I just remember the Edge song. We fucking whip.
yeah. Because honestly, what it was I was also drunk as hell, and I
And I'm
remember
sorry, guys.
we
Yeah,
had to.
we were professional drunk drivers. Sorry to admit that we don't condone drunk driving, but
Yeah, not at all. Hundred
there
percent.
are
Don't
some
do that
stories where we were
anymore.
driving
But
fucking
yeah,
ridiculously drunk
yeah, but yeah, I was drunk as hell too, and we had to drive to the hotel
to drop your mom
because
off, right?
yeah, it was yeah. We were dropping somebody off or something off. Something was getting dropped off that we had to do.
Yeah,
So I was like, "Fuck it, I don't want to go by myself." He was like, "I'll go with you." Cool, boom.
because fucking at that point,
So,
bro, I was a gone. Capital G. I was.
bro,
I
we're
drank so much.
driving, bro, and it's like we don't really have the patience or energy to do this. So we were
I
just
don't even.
looking for
It was
any
such a long
way.
drive. It was a
We
long
were
drive,
looking for
dude.
any way to get adrenaline. So we were like, fuck it. Like, this is like the only way I know we can get an adrenaline shot.
Just playing some
Played
WWE theme music.
WWE themes with the windows down and just letting the air hit, bro. That was it.
Yeah,
That's
that was
how
a
we
fucking
survived that entire drive.
bro. That was a moment. And then yeah, we got to the hotel. I don't even know why. I just walked up in that hotel like a fucking fool. I was
Yeah.
like I was waving at everyone when there was only one person who was at the fucking front desk. And I went in and violated their bathroom and then
Oh
left.
my god, bro. I went and I dropped whatever off at the room and I came back. I'm like, where the hell is Thomas at?
I dead
I
ass came
came
out that
back.
bathroom. I was like, damn, bro, I fucking cooked
Bro,
that
I
bathroom.
came in the bathroom and you were just on the floor. I was like, what the fuck is going on, bro? I was like,
Because,
yeah,
bro,
you
I
gotta
kid
get
you
up. We
not.
gotta go.
That combination that night, we had grape soda and fucking no, not we. This was a me thing. My bad. This was a complete me thing. I'm not. No, I mixed the grape soda with like the real hard alcohol Smirnoff, and
Oh
I don't
man.
know why that
What the
shit
hell?
tasted, bro. That shit tasted. That shit was magical, bro.
I
I
didn't
can't
know that's
explain it
what
to
you were
you.
drinking. I ain't gonna
Bro,
lie.
that shit was magical. I had like easily for no reason, I had about 8 of those like mixed drinks.
I'm
I was
crying.
Bro, you guys were all doing the fucking Cupid shuffle and I'm in a fucking different universe.
Oh my god. I'm
Bro, I'm like
crying.
the only white person there, one of the only white people there, just absolutely embarrassing myself. Shit
Oh
was
my
fucking
god. So
great. But yeah,
yeah.
I'm glad I could share that memory with the fucking
Yeah.
Edge song. But number 2, I have CM Punk Cult of Personality, but like also because it's in GTA, like it was just a really good like
Yeah.
GTA San Andreas. It's a beautiful song. It's a really easily singable song. That
Yeah,
shit could just start
100%.
playing, and I'm in tune, bro. I'm fucking singing it. And I got Stone Cold number 3, and the reason is because you'll hear that song and you just want to go to fucking war. You just want to go
Yeah.
fucking. That's the
Bro,
only song that can get so much fucking adrenaline and hype into me that it can make me do anything. Pause. Pause.
bro. That's why to me it was like that's there's the two parts to the question. Cause it's
Yeah.
like Stone Cold song wouldn't be a song that I would put on for myself. Like, yeah, if I'm just feeling nostalgic or whatever for whatever
Oh yeah,
reason.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
just such an
cool.
adrenaline song
But
for me.
like to me, that would be top three for songs that get the pop because there's nothing
Oh, of
like the
course.
glass shattering. Once
Glass
you hear that
shattered.
glass
Everyone.
shattered,
Yeah.
everybody's going
And the
crazy.
crazy part about it was is like for like what 15 years or whatever, he would just come out, the glass would shatter. You know his whole routine. He's gonna go drink some beer. He's gonna stunner somebody.
Yeah,
You know, he's gonna have some corny promo. He's the only legend I know that's able to just do that over and over and over.
right,
Like
bro. But
Hulk
it's
Hogan
like
just got booed on the first Netflix of Raw, bro. Trying to do the same old shit, but Stone Cold, he's like The
like
Rock
that's
has
the
had to
thing.
change characters. Like it's epic, bro.
I feel like it's all a package deal with Stone Cold. Like, cause like
Yeah,
low key, everything happened so fast with him. Like he'll literally do all that within a span of 2 minutes. Like come down to the ring, stunner somebody, grab a couple cold ones, clash them together, and then walk right back up the ramp. Like nothing just happened. Like that's just who he was. So it was
that's
like
some shit.
once you heard the glass shatter, you knew something was gonna happen. Like you
Yeah,
were just hyped for whatever the hell was about to happen, but you knew
yeah,
hell was about to be raised.
yeah.
So boom. So like it would be like that um Hulk Hogan's theme song that always gets a fucking amazing ass pop. Real American is
Oh man,
crazy.
I be playing that for my son. I don't know.
um
Uh,
And then another pop song, obviously, would be John Cena. John Cena, he
yeah,
got
yeah,
crazy fucking pop. But my
that's fair.
personal list would be Edge, um, Triple H,
Yeah, Triple H's was hard to
um,
leave, but both of them, King of Kings and the fucking Time to Play the Game.
yeah,
I mean, Evolution,
um,
bro. He had nothing but banger music.
yeah, low key. But then again, it is a toss up for the third spot between, like you said, Batista or CM Punk, or for me, an underrated one is Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I'll just be like sitting here on any given day, and then it'll come in my head. I walk alone.
yeah. Like
Just
or
out of
like
nowhere, bro.
another one is Kane's theme song.
Who?
Kane.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because that was also the Punisher song.
yeah. That
So like
okay.
yeah,
It's
so I love that song too. Both of Randy Orton's theme songs was
I
great.
was gonna say like I'm more of a I like Burning in My Light a little bit more than
Yeah,
Voices, but both are like epic though at the same
yeah,
time. Yeah, but I
yeah,
grew up on Burning in the Light, so
yeah. OD.
and then Drew McIntyre's old theme song I thought could get some love on this list.
Yeah. Um to me, Cody Rhodes' theme song is great.
Oh yeah,
His new
yeah.
one.
Because like even though I don't like Cody Rhodes,
Great song.
I fucking the
Honestly,
song.
the song was what got me to tune into him because I was like,
It's a
okay,
little jingle.
when the fuck did he get this crazy ass entrance? Why does he have this crazy ass entrance?
It's a
Like,
fucking jingle.
and
I
it's
mean
crazy because
Roman Reigns' theme song as well really builds up the hype for him to come out and like
oh
it's like
yeah,
oh my god
100%.
like
Yeah,
we're witnessing the fucking
yeah.
goat like
Acknowledge. You
nah
ain't got
for
no
real.
choice. but it's like and Seth Rollins too.
Yeah.
Like
I
so,
mean, I
like
don't know.
it's
I
like
mean,
to
like
me,
for
it's a
me,
lot
like
of them to
me,
just
it's
narrow it
biased
down to
because
three is
like I hate
crazy.
when the fans sing along with Seth Rollins song. I think it's the most annoying shit ever. But that's just me.
Honestly, I liked his first song.
What
The
was his?
more the it was still burn it down, but fucking it was just more high paced.
Oh, okay. Yo, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I thought you were
Yeah,
talking about a whole different one because like the only
no,
one
no,
other
no.
one I mean the Shield theme song was pretty good.
Yeah.
Fucking NWO's DX.
Oh
Man,
yeah, DX too. Jesus Christ,
WWE.
how the fuck did I forget DX's theme song?
Fucking Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shawn Michaels again was one of my favorites,
Shawn Michaels' song will get you fucking vibing fast.
especially at
But
WrestleMania.
to keep this train rolling.
Another one too quickly, Shane McMahon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Man, I'm just so versed with WWE theme songs. Like all these ones that we're mentioning just pop up in my head at just fucking random times. Like I don't
yeah.
even be thinking about wrestling or nothing. Because that,
For
bro, Shane
real.
McMahon's is another one where I'm just like, here comes the money, just out of nowhere in
Right,
my head.
bro. Right, right, bro.
But let's fantasy book Cody Rhodes' return. I mean, he hasn't returned yet. We don't know what's going to happen when he returns, whether if he's going to go after John Cena again or fuck it, maybe he goes after Travis Scott and we get a Cody Rhodes
Could you
versus
fucking
Travis.
imagine? He just comes
Um,
back. Travis Scott, get your ass back here right now. What?
oh man, but how would you do Cody Rhodes' return? How would you
Bro.
book it out?
Um, well, one, I think it's gonna take a while. So, um, but it's gonna have to be against another like heel that we're tired of. If somehow you can get people to get tired of John Cena, which I don't think that you can at this point. Not this
Yeah.
quickly. Like it's gonna take a
Um,
lot for you to get tired of him and actually want him to come back. And
that's the thing with WWE right now that like
because, like I said, this whole to me, this whole mystique of Cody Rhodes right now is just built off of the back that we just wanted Roman to not be champion.
yeah.
So once that moment
And it
was
was kind of cool
over,
because we love Dusty Rhodes. So
yeah,
like
100%.
yeah,
But it was like once that moment was over, it's like, oh my God, Roman's not the champion no more. Cool.
yeah.
Once we got over that, it was kind of like, all right, well,
The thing I
what the fuck
respect
is
about
this?
Cody though is like he has the locker room united under him. Like they all call him QB1 and shit. They're fully behind him. So I
Yeah,
thought at
yeah,
least
yeah.
that was cool. He held his
Gives me
own. Like
Joe
it's just
Burrow vibes. I like
yeah, it
Joe
was just
Burrow,
boring.
Joe Shiesty.
Like,
I can get to the Super Bowl, but
yeah, but who would that? Because the good thing about WWE right now is there's not a lot of people you're sick of. Like you're sick of some of the like decision making that they make, but really when it comes to the wrestlers, I think they're doing a good job making it so that we don't have that person that we're tired of. I mean, we had Cody just now recently,
and honestly,
but
the only reason why I feel like people, and honestly, this is just again just more a testament to how good Roman's character actually was.
yeah,
Like just the fact that Cody was the one to beat Roman, we got tired of Cody so quickly because we didn't expect anybody else to beat him because he was the one to beat Roman.
yeah,
So we're
and
looking
it,
at everybody else like y'all couldn't beat
and
Roman.
you really
So
couldn't devalue, like honestly, you really could not devalue that moment by just having him. You make a good point there. I never actually thought of it that way.
yeah,
But you can't because if you would have had him lose to like a Kevin Owens or something like that, that really devalues the whole Roman Reigns thing.
right.
So he had to lose to something like a heel John Cena, which is fucking insane.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna take
Yeah,
something astronomical to get that belt off of him.
yeah,
Like
that's that's a good point. That's a good point. So how would you exactly book his return?
it's crazy though. James Harden's that ass playing well.
All right. Yeah, no. So how I would book Cody Rhodes coming back? Hold on, story time, fellas. Quick little story time.
Oh man,
Listen,
he got a
listen.
whole elaborate plan.
Oh yeah, I'd be cooking over on this side of the fence. So listen, I think Cody comes back. I think it's kind of like what you were alluding to. He's just mad upset about the whole Travis Scott thing, kind of like not pandering to the crowd, but he says he's livid. I think he says that he's gonna personally hunt down The Rock. Now, I don't think this happens because The Rock doesn't give a shit about us, but I think he just does some crazy shit. He beats someone on Raw and then like tears up the arena or like, beats up the security guards, whatever, does something real crazy. I think I think one time we'll see him like, how they used to do it where they would show someone getting their ass beat, like get like thrown out of the entrance door.
Yeah.
And they do like a barrel roll or some
Yeah,
shit.
that's how they did when Shawn Michaels came back and DX
Yeah, yeah,
reunited.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I can see like Travis Scott just gets his ass beat and just gets thrown out to the
Could
fucking.
you imagine?
Whew, my fucking voice is failing me. But then I think The Rock, he uses his fucking bullshit power. I think what he does is to add to his heel run, he doesn't show his face. He just has the GMs like pushing his word for him. But he uses his power to force Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam for the third match. For like, it would be just a nice grudge match, a real good ass match. And then The Rock continues to have Cody, face all these, other people, goes through the GMs. He faces Roman, Jey, CM Punk, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu. But then he has these like segments where he's looking for The Rock. Like he's just out there like at like a fucking, all these crazy ass spots just trying to find him. But then he finds him at his big ass mansion and they have this big ass brawl in the mansion, kind of like when The Rock was beating the shit out of Cody last year.
Yeah.
The Rock gets the best of him and throws him into some body of water, whether it's his fucking rich ass pool or it's the lake that's by his house or whatever.
Oh my god.
Um, Cody comes back the next week and just challenges The Rock at WrestleMania.
This
If
is the
Cody,
2008 storyline.
yeah, if Cody loses, he has to leave the WWE forever. If The Rock loses, he's never gonna show his face on TV again. He has to stay in his board of directors role. And I think that would be a good way to send off The Rock, bro. Finally, like conclude this storyline after like a fucking 4 year build. Give me a fucking hardcore on the edge, Cody.
The only problem with that is we would actually need The Rock present.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only problem with that.
That's
That would
that's the end of my
100% be
dream.
great if we could actually get the guy to come and do what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because that clearly didn't happen at WrestleMania. Clearly had other things to
Yeah,
do.
can we talk about how shitty that was? Like like The Rock really pissed me off with that one. Like they had one of the best moments ever, that John Cena heel turn. We just needed The
Bro,
Rock there to like perfect it.
I
And the
feel
only
like
way you
that's
can
the
make that
only
up is
reason
like,
why that ending of the match is getting so much heat. Because if The Rock would have simply just walked down to the ring, he didn't even have to do nothing. Travis Scott still could have did all the work.
did all that shit, but if he was just there, like
Literally, if
kind of
he
like
was just
commanding
there, it would,
everything,
yeah.
that shit would
All
have
you
been
had to do was
insane.
point your bum ass finger and like
Right. Right.
that would have just made everything 10 times better just because you were there.
Just being there, man. But yeah, so before we like get out of here, I wanted to talk about this crazy 100 men versus one gorilla thing.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god, bro. The internet's been giving me a fucking headache, bro.
What's your opinion on it?
Bro, I don't care. They're not beating that gorilla, bro. They're not beating that fucking gorilla. There's no fucking way. There's
I feel like we could
absolutely no
come up with
fucking
a list of 100 human beings that could achieve
bro.
it.
No, no,
No,
no,
you could put
no,
like 30 Florida men in there.
bro,
The motherfuckers that be using alligators as weapons in Florida.
bro.
No, man, one gorilla, the specific one that they're talking about, like, the gorillas are probably sitting back like, what the fuck did we do? Why do you guys want to send 100 men after
Like, bro, if they ever catch wind of this shit, you know how fast they're gonna overthrow the human race. We're fucking done for, bro. We're fucking done for.
us?
Like, they're gonna
Bro, the way you
fry
say
us,
if they ever
bro.
got wind of this.
Like,
Bro,
for real, bro.
there's probably like people going to the zoo like, yeah, man, I think 100 of us could definitely take you. And they're probably like, huh? What, bro?
Like, what?
Why do y'all need 100 of y'all, man? I mean, I don't know. The thing for me is like, if you think about it like logically, like to get 100 men on the same, because like they're gonna have to be on the same page. Like there's gonna have to be a plan and a strategy to beat this gorilla, and I just don't trust 100 men being able to be on the
Today,
same
in
page.
today's world, as
Yeah,
dysfunctional as these people are,
bro, because there's gonna be one person that's like transgender, and then there's gonna be one person that's like against transgenders, and then it's gonna be an argument, and you know what I mean? Like again, it's you can't get 100 people, I think, on the same page. But
oh
I mean, I
man.
would trust like 100 Navy SEALs to get the job done. But have there ever been 100 Navy SEALs at one time? No. Like you'd have to have a real insane group of people to be able to do that. And then, like I said,
bro,
and they're gonna have to have the teamwork because the gorilla could just fucking
bro, dude,
boom, boom,
I'm
boom.
telling you, bro,
He just
that's
has to
literally
wave
what's
his
gonna
arm. All he has
happen,
to do is wave his arms mad quick.
bro. I'm trying to tell people that, bro, and dudes
Because
is
it's like,
telling me, nah,
what
just
is
put him in
any
the middle
one
of a
person
circle,
like? What is any one person gonna do if he just starts waving his arms like this and just fucking
bro.
flinging people? Like you jumping over? This isn't fucking Donkey Kong, bro. Like this
Bro,
this
that's
is real
literally
life.
what I said. Like, because my whole thought process was because from the information I've gathered, the best plan of attack is to literally just form a dome around them and try to suppress them. That's what I've been
Yeah.
told. And I'm just like, bro, well, any point of attack that he takes is just fodder.
Like literally, you're gonna have to have the 100 people jump on him at the same time and hope he doesn't just punch upwards just once while
Literally,
everyone's trying to
bro.
jump on him.
Cause I'm like, bro,
Like,
he's gonna attack whoever's nearest to him.
oh, I feel bad for that first person that he comes in contact with because that's a
Bro,
guarantee.
and it's just like this is
There's
another
one,
thing
bro.
that
There's
everybody.
one guarantee in this whole scenario is that the first at least 10 to 20 people are automatically
Oh
dying.
yeah, there's
It's
going
a
to be
guarantee,
casualties, bro. There's no world where there's no casualties,
bro.
and that's
Imagine
what I'm
being
trying to
like,
get people to understand. Because I'm like, bro, the force of your military is dwindling. Like, but I'm like, all right, so boom, because this is another part that everybody wants to ignore. It's the psychological part of it. How do the other 80 people feel watching 20 people get murdered by a
there you,
gorilla?
and that's a good point,
Like,
bro. Some of the like, you're gonna have to get some non-nervous ass motherfuckers because, like, I know me. Like my nerves are pretty chill these days. Like I've been doing good in some high pressure situations in life, but like if I see a gorilla murder at least even one
bro,
person, I'm gonna be like,
apparently these are the people that our military been developing. People that just have kill switches, I guess, and
but this is bare hands.
that's what I said. That's what I said.
One scenario I see, bro, is if you send everyone running at the gorilla at the same time. I mean, if I'm a gorilla, I think I'm getting pretty scared of 100 things just running at me. But you just gotta hope that the gorilla gets scared because if he don't get scared, boom, boom, boom.
But it's like, what is it gonna get scared and do though? Like,
He's just gonna bug the. Like I can
like,
only imagine what a
because
gorilla would
this is
do if
the thing.
100 anything
Like,
started running at it. He would just let out a scream, and I would just stop running, bro. I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know."
you running at him, as soon as you start attacking him, he's gonna get aggressive, no matter what happens.
Do you think it says something for the human race that like 100 of us could not beat one fucking gorilla?
No, because this question is designed to literally take away the human's
No,
the
weapon.
best
Okay,
advantage
yeah,
that we
you're right.
have.
You're right.
We
Weapons,
literally
everything handheld.
created these things to deal with things that we can't deal with our hands.
Yeah, yeah. The crazy, yeah. You
Like
got a
even
point
like
there.
past
I think
guns,
that
like
wraps
a
it up.
spear or something. Like
Well, I think that wraps it up.
yeah, I'm
Guns.
sorry. Where do we are not beating a gorilla, bro. I'm sorry. Like, bro,
Whew.
they can literally bench press 1,800 pounds, bro. Like,
Motherfuckers, Jalen Hurts.
are you fucking serious, bro? They're
Oh,
they're
that'll be like the Chiefs
fucking
versus Jalen Hurts. No,
they're
but with that
fucking
being said, man, we hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I think there was a lot of good talk there. I'm high. I'm
Oh yeah,
tired.
for
I'm
sure.
taking my old ass on. But, make sure you guys like and subscribe, leave some feedback, share it to your mama, share it to your kids, whatever you got. Well, maybe not share it to your kids, but do what you got to do. We hope you enjoyed this episode 3. Hit the music. We're out.